everybody and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to talk about something that I think is rather relevant when you talk about an alternative lifestyle, or if you're trying to do something differently. This is a question that usually comes up, so I thought I would just talk about it a little bit. Sorry, wait a second. Cat problems. But we're going to talk about how expensive it is to live a zero-waste lifestyle. Is it expensive? Does it cost the same? Does it cost less? What? Because I know lots of people have different experiences with this, so of course I wanted to share mine. It is not the same for everyone because eco-friendly brands or bulk items may cost different things, different places. So yeah, I use the same amount of money every month that I did before I went zero waste, and here is why. Firstly, related to myself, beauty and clothes and all this stuff, I use a very little amount of money every month on sort of things because I usually try to repair my items. I usually try to repair my items before throwing them out, so I throw very little clothing items out, I throw very little accessories out, and so on and so on. So the things that I do buy are very cheap because I buy them secondhand and I do not visit conventional stores, you know. When it comes to makeup, I use no money whatsoever on that. No. It has been 6 months since I bought a beauty item. I bought a piece of makeup because I usually make my own and it's very long lasting, and I have the quantities of the ingredients right here to make it again. So the things that do cost money are ingredients, and that is rather cheap, as it is arrowroot powder, cocoa powder, olive oil, coconut oil, stuff like that. And you have that around your house, so you have these multi-purpose items that you buy once and you can use them for all different things. I'm sorry if the cat is making background noises, she decided to be a teenager today. So when it comes to bathroom essentials, for my skin, I use avocado and coconut oil, stuff like that. And for my hair, I use only the Lush shampoo bar. And that's a bit more expensive than some regular shampoo bottles, but I will come to that in a minute. So when I say I use the same amount of money as I did before, it is because I just distribute my money differently now that I live zero waste. And I am familiar with people who do it with families, and where there's 6 people, I believe, zero wasting, the same household, children, adults, whatever. Lots of people are doing it, and we're just doing it with me, my fiance and my cat. And I will make a zero waste cat video soon, I promise. But yeah, I used the same amount of money before as I do now, and it's because I distribute my money differently. People always get to a shock when they go with me grocery shopping, because either we go to the farmer's market or the greengrocers, which is very nice. The greengrocers are severely cheaper than the farmer's market, and when we go to the farmer's market or when I go to buy stuff in bulk, people usually are really shocked the amount of money I would pay for food. But I always think about it. Like, for instance, I know this is a bit of a rambly, nonsense making video, but I hope you can live with it. I had this friend and we went grocery shopping and I needed some rice for dinner, and in Aalborg we do not have bulk rice. Tough love. So I know a few places where you can find it in canvas bags or the cotton bags, and I can reuse the cotton bags, so I thought that was okay. But that rice is severely more expensive than other kinds of rice. Usually you pay around £1 or £2 for rice, but this was £6, I think. It was very expensive, and also for me it was a bit expensive. And she was like, what? Do you pay that much for groceries? You must have literally no money left. I always try to think of the way that I spend my money for groceries, that I'm distributing the money differently, because I do not use money on impulse buys. I do not use money on trends, items that are in style right now. I do not use money on menstrual products. I do not use money on beauty products. I do not use money on all these things, but mostly pre-processed foods. I do not use money on that. So for me, buying rice for this amount of money was okay, because that is how I choose to spend my money, instead of buying impulse things because I just want something right now, or buying pre-packaged, processed, ready-to-go food, stuff like that. And I use the same amount of money anyway because I am distributing the money differently. So yeah, in that sense, I use the same amount of money, at least when it comes to food. I would like to say that when I started zero wasting, I was using a lot more money because I hadn't got my routine down and I didn't really know what to do and had problems. In Oldburg, there are very few people interested in environmental issues in this context, in food purchasing things that are not with plastic. So I didn't really know what to do, so I had to figure it out for myself, and of course that's expensive because you're going to make some mistakes, and that's okay. But another part of zero waste that can be expensive is replacing old products that you have at home that are plastic, and if you want them in wood or glass or metal, whatever, you need to replace them, and of course that can be a bit expensive. I chose the approach that every time I ran into a new problem, maybe something broke and I had to repurchase it anyway, I would go for a eco-friendly alternative. Some of the things that I didn't really need that was in plastic, I just donated right away. But all the things that I did need, I would wear them out first, and I think that's a really good tip because there's no need to throw things away just because you changed your mindset. At least use them or donate them. So I can see how the prices of sustainable items like stainless steel food containers, like 12,000 mason jars, or all these things, I can see how that may seem pricey if you're going in sustainability only for the aesthetics. I know tons of people who think it looks really great but do not want to do the harder work behind it, and I see it on the internet all the time as well. People taking things from plastic packaging and then pouring it into glass containers because it looks prettier. Then the sustainable products will seem very pricey because they're still doing all the other things, but if you cut those things away, impulse buys, trends, pre-processed foods, if you cut that away, it's not that expensive because you suddenly have a lot of money for these things. So in that sense, it can seem pricey, but if you're doing the right work behind it, it's not going to be pricey. So to sum it all up, sorry, rambly video, very chatty, G, very chatty. To sum it all up, it may seem pricey, but if you're doing all the hard work behind the zero waste lifestyle or whatever lifestyle you may choose to follow, it's not that pricey because you have chosen or you have been given the opportunity to distribute your money differently and put them places where you actually want to put them, instead of in pre-processed fruit, you know what I said before. Okay. So to sum it all up, it is not more expensive to live a zero waste lifestyle. In some aspects, I actually think I am saving money every month. So that is that, and I hope that you liked this video. If you did, leave me a thumbs up, or you can also subscribe. It would make my day so great. And comment down below and tell me what experiences you have in terms of pricing and living zero waste, or trying to tell me something down below because I'd really, really love to read it. And you can also follow me on Facebook, facebook.com/Gittemary, and on Instagram, where I'm also called Gittemary. And this shameless self-promoting is not even over yet, so just sit tight. You can also follow me on my own blog, Gittemary.com, and I will put every links down below, so you can go and check them out. I have a cat that has locked herself in the bathroom, so I have to go now. See you guys next time. Bye!